What if reality isn't what we think it is? What if everything you see, touch, and feel is more like a simulation than a solid, objective world? This isn't science fiction. It's the bold claim made by physicist Tom Campbell in his trilogy My Big Toe, where TOE stands for Theory of Everything. In this video, we're going to break down the meaning, the core principles, and the life lessons from Campbell's groundbreaking book. We'll keep it simple, engaging, and most importantly, practical. So let's dive in. Tom Campbell isn't your average scientist. He's a physicist who worked on cutting-edge space and missile projects for NASA and the US Department of Defense. But behind the lab coat, he had another passion: exploring consciousness through personal experience. In the 1970s, Campbell teamed up with consciousness researcher Robert Monroe, famous for his work on out-of-body experiences. This blend of physics and direct exploration of consciousness became the foundation for My Big Toe. So what is this book about? Campbell's Theory of Everything isn't about equations on a chalkboard. It's about explaining the nature of reality itself, how science, philosophy, and spirituality can actually fit together into one big framework. At the heart of it is a simple but powerful claim. Consciousness, not matter, is the fundamental building block of reality. Imagine reality as a giant multiplayer online game. Each of us is like a player, logged into a shared virtual environment. The rules of this game are what we call the laws of physics. Campbell argues that the physical universe is actually a digital simulation. Just like in a video game, everything you see is rendered in real time. But the server behind it all, that's consciousness. In other words, the physical world is not ultimate reality. Consciousness is the information system generating and experiencing it. Our individual awareness, your sense of I, is like a player avatar connected to this larger network. This flips the traditional scientific model upside down. Instead of matter creating consciousness, consciousness creates matter. And if that sounds wild, remember, quantum physics already hints that reality behaves like information. Campbell simply takes the next step. The universe isn't just made of particles, it's made of choices and data. So why does this simulation exist? What's the point of it all? According to Campbell, the universe is an evolutionary system for consciousness. Here's the big idea. Consciousness evolves by making choices. Every choice we make either lowers or raises the quality of our consciousness. Choices rooted in fear, ego, and selfishness lead to disorder and stagnation. Choices rooted in love, compassion, and cooperation lead to growth and harmony. In simple terms, consciousness evolves toward love. Think of it like upgrading software. Every time you choose patience instead of anger, empathy instead of selfishness, or love instead of fear, you're literally evolving the code of your consciousness. Campbell calls this reducing entropy in the system. Just as the universe tends toward disorder, consciousness evolves by reducing disorder, by creating more harmony, cooperation, and love. So the game of life isn't about money, fame, or success. It's about how we choose to interact with ourselves, with others, and with reality itself. All right, so how do we actually live this? What does My Big Toe mean for you and me right now? Here are some practical lessons. Shift from ego to love. Instead of making choices out of fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of failure, ask yourself, what's the most loving choice I can make here? Reduce fear, grow awareness. Fear distorts perception. By facing fears and letting them go, we see reality more clearly. Life is a training ground. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow your consciousness. Relationships, work, setbacks, they're not obstacles. They're exercises in the simulation. You're responsible for your evolution. No one else can save you. Your growth comes from your own choices, your own awareness, your own courage to love. In short, life is less about controlling what happens and more about how you respond. One of the most fascinating things about My Big Toe is how it unites two worlds that usually seem opposed: science and spirituality. On one hand, Campbell speaks the language of physics, digital simulations, information theory, systems evolution. On the other, he talks about love, compassion, and consciousness, themes often found in spiritual traditions. In his model, there's no contradiction. Science describes the rules of the simulation. Spirituality describes the purpose behind it. Together, they form one seamless picture. It's not about belief, it's about testing ideas, exploring consciousness for yourself, and learning from direct experience. So, what's the core message of My Big Toe? Reality is not just matter bumping into matter. It's an evolutionary playground for consciousness. And the goal isn't to collect stuff, win arguments, or prove you're right. The goal is to grow, to evolve toward love. In other words, you are more than just your body. Life is more than just random chance. Every moment is a choice point, and every choice is an opportunity to become more aware, more compassionate, more connected. So next time you're faced with a decision, remember Tom Campbell's ultimate lesson. Reality is your classroom, consciousness is your teacher, and love is the final exam. Thanks for watching this breakdown of Tom Campbell's My Big Toe. If this video made you think differently about reality, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more explorations into consciousness, philosophy, and the mysteries of life. After all, reality might just be stranger and more beautiful than we ever imagined.